Breaking news this morning, one person's died, another fighting for their life after an overnight house fire.
CP24's Beatrice Vaisman joins us live from the scene near College and Dovercourt with more on this story. And Beatrice, you confirmed previously that a woman was killed, a man sent to hospital.
Exactly, Jen. A woman has died. A man is in hospital with critical injuries. And I've just also learned from Toronto police that homicide detectives have been made aware of this fatal fire here near College and Dovercourt. This is Rusholme Road. I want to show you the home where this fire broke out. It was just around midnight, 1:40 Rusholme Road. First responders arriving here, they pulled two people from the basement of this two-story home. The woman was pronounced dead. The man rushed to hospital with critical injuries. I've been talking to neighbors who came out, saw essentially their first sign that there was something going on in their community here on their street was the sound of the fire trucks arriving. And as one woman told me, there were lots of them. She then saw one person being pulled out. CPR was being done on that person by first responders. A second person, I heard from someone else, also pulled out, and three others went to hospital with minor injuries or were assessed at the scene for minor injuries. Thankfully, a TTC bus was also brought in to help shelter anyone that was impacted by the fire. The smell of smoke still permeating the air at this hour, Nick and Jen, as well, 7.5 hours after this fire started. I can tell you there's no visible damage on the home. I mean, you can see it. There is no smoke damage. There's no kind of soot on the periphery of this home. I've gone around the back. The basement door is open, but I don't see a whole lot of damage there either. Just the smell of smoke. And as a security guard who works in the building directly across from this home tells me, there was black smoke, clouds of it billowing out from the home as first responders were doing their best to get it under control. And here's what I heard from the security guard.
I saw that when I came out from the building, the fire truck and, the ambulance, the police, their car were outside here, and the black smoke was coming out from the home. There's no fire, nothing like that. The flame, the floppy, or what I, look from my eyes, there's nothing like that. But the black smoke was coming out from the home, inside of this, the ground floor. And I thought the two people injured, maybe that's one woman and one man. I thought what I saw, and the ambulance were taking them to the hospital.
Here's a live look from the skies from Chopper 24 above the scene here on Rusholme Road. It is a very residential street, old homes, leafy trees, a pretty quiet area. Otherwise, Nick and Jen, and there's not a whole lot of action when it comes to the scene itself. I mean, this happened 7.5 hours ago. The fire trucks have cleared, and essentially they're now waiting for fire investigators to begin the investigation here at the scene. Toronto Police will also conduct its own investigation. I mentioned homicide detectives being notified or aware of this investigation. They'll wait essentially for the outcome of the autopsy, along with the investigation from the Ontario Fire Marshal's office. The investigator is going to be here at the scene a little bit later on this morning to begin the investigation, not only into cause and exact origin, but to deem whether this is in fact a suspicious death or not. And at that point, if needed, homicide detectives would also take over this investigation. Nick and Jen.
Okay, that's Beatrice Vaisman live this morning with the latest developments from that area. Okay, thanks, B.